guys, I'm Jessica and we are here at the US Open and we are 2018 US Open Net Generation Kidcasters and I'm here with
Milan and our special guest star here today, the one, the only CoCo Vandeweghe.
Me. Just me.
Yes. So my friend Jessica would like to get you started with the first question. But before we start, I would like to say you're an inspiration to girls all around the world. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's a big responsibility, but as a tennis player and a fan of tennis and a fan of sport and definitely a fan of you guys, the next generation, I'm more than happy to be a role model for you guys and to try my heart out there. That's my #1 goal, is to try as hard as I can and give everything I have.
Oh, you're making me teary-eyed.
Oh my gosh. That's not what we want out here. We don't want tears, we want smiles.
So, I guess I will ask the first question. What are some of your recent goals?
Well, my recent goals actually have been really tough because I hurt my ankle at Wimbledon and it's been a lot of rehab for that. So getting it better, getting it so I am not in pain anymore, because I was in pain and couldn't play tennis, couldn't do something that I love to do. And so it was a very big mental battle for me to get it as healthy as possible, to keep coming back and trying, taking a couple steps backwards, but then progressing a little bit. So that's been my #1 goal so far, is to get my ankle healthy.
And we're so glad that you're back.
Yes, I'm happy to be back at the US Open. I love playing here. This is one of my favorite tournaments. I used to come here as a spectator and watch and run around and try and get autographs. That was my one and only goal, was to get the big name autographs.
Yes. And what was your inspiration as a kid when you were watching tennis?
Well, I didn't start watching tennis really until I was 15, 16, because my family is a family of basketball players, so basketball was actually on TV most of the time. But as a tennis player, my favorite tennis players were Lindsay Davenport, Jennifer Capriati, and Kim Clijsters. They were my favorite players growing up, but my inspiration for just being a person was my grandmother and my mom. They were my two inspirations.
What is your favorite thing about the US Open?
My favorite thing about the US Open is Arthur Ashe night matches. That is my favorite thing. I actually played my first ever US Open, and it was an Arthur Ashe night match. I was playing the #1 player in the world, Jelena Jankovic, at 16, and I was scared out of my mind. I didn't know what I was walking into, and that's right now my favorite thing about the US Open. I got questions for you guys, though.
Oh, what?
Are you ready? Is this like a plot twist right now?
Yeah.
All right. So, if you could tell a US Open tennis player one thing they could do better, what would it be?
Okay.
I need a little advice.
Movement.
Movement, move the feet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
Just being, well, of course, they're always tough on the court. They always want to win. Show them some happiness.
Show some happiness.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think I can implement that into my.
Let it loose.
Let it loose. I think I can implement this in my match tomorrow on Tuesday. I think I can do that. I mean, that's what you guys should definitely look for. Yell out, move your feet if I'm not moving my feet, or smile out there more if I'm not smiling enough.
Do you have some maybe hidden talents or interesting facts about you?
I do. My hidden talent is actually, it's kind of gross. I can pop my shoulder a little bit, and everyone tells me not to do it, but it's pretty gross. So I'll have to do it at a different moment. I'll show you guys later. It's a do not do.
Well, we have to wrap this up, but last thing we want to do, can you sign my tennis ball?
Yes, of course. There you go.
Oh yeah, and yeah, my mom left to leave her phone so we can take a group selfie. Thanks, Mom.
We'll snag a selfie afterwards.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for the interview. I had such a great time.
Thank you.